Hi, I'm Rob and this is Gems of War. In this video I'm going to show two teams for the invasion. The first team you should use at the initial stage when it's fairly easy, and then another team you should change to when things start to get a little more difficult with the towers. Right, first of all what I'd recommend is going to the shop, and if you've got the gems, grab tier 1. This gets you a potion of enchantment as well as souls, gold, invasion sigils and other stuff too. The potion of enchantment is going to mean every single battle all your troops start enchanted, which is a much quicker way of getting them ready to cast. Also recommend getting to tiers 2 and 3 if you can as well. Tier 2 is going to be really important to getting a long way into this event because you get Toad Squeezer, who is a siege breaker. A siege breaker does extra damage to towers, and the further he's ascended, the more damage he does. So on a basic level, you'll get 3 times damage. On mythic level, you'll get 5 times damage. So in my case, I will be doing 200 damage to the towers because that is 5 times 40, and I have my Toad Squeezer on mythic. If you don't have that third trait, Siege Breaker, don't worry about it too much because that's only when you do skull damage, so that is not actually that important. Most of the time, we're going to be casting the spell and wiping these towers out with ease. But that is in the second team. We don't need that absolutely straight away, so I'll show that in a second. This weapon also is definitely very much worth picking up. Gobsticker explodes a load of green gems, grants a random status effect to all goblin allies, then summons a goblin troop. So a really good mana generator and has a summon as well. So that's a good weapon for this event. But I'm not going to be using it just because I want to show the team working at a lower level with just the potion of enchantment, which I shall grab now. But I definitely will be grabbing that Gobsticker weapon later on. Right, regarding the fight and the team, the initial team is in Archmagus, and I'm using a really low weapon here, Wicked Scythe. It deals 39 damage to all enemies, is a rare weapon, so it's just above common, one of the most basic weapons you can get, because most people should have this, but if you don't have it, then what I'm recommending is basically any weapon which does damage to all. So I'll just change this by rarity. Skip the doomed weapons because they take too long to charge. Stuff like Creeping Death, 34 damage to all enemies, that'd work. What else we got? Orb of Winter, in my case 35 damage to all enemies. Anything like that that does damage to all is a good thing to have in first place. Black Manacles is a good one. I was going to have that, but I had that in another recent team, but I thought, you know, change it up a bit. Don't want to keep on picking the same old stuff. There's even lower down weapons. Further down as well. Death's Grasp, 35 damage to all. So a lot of choice on the damage to all side of things. But I picked literally the lowest level one that I could, which was Wicked Scythe. It's in the rare. And I think it was only one that done damage to all that I've got. Yeah, there. So only 10 to charge. And because we're in Archmagus, we get a bonus purple when in Archmagus, and I've gone for the +2 purple banner as well, so that basically means is a single purple match and we're ready to cast and basically win the game really quickly. On the champion talents I've gone for Magical Shield, Dark Hunger, Anti-Magic Sphere, Mana Source, Sudden Doom, Arcane Surge and Chaos Wave. So in the unlikely event we don't get any sort of match on purple at all, we can charge up King Gobtruffle instead and cast him once to win the game. And same on the second one, and Fundingus is there because it explodes a load of gems and has a summon as well and the standard goblin extra turn. Just in case we don't get any purple, green or blue, and we do get some red, we can cast Fundingus and charge these guys up anyway. The banners is Abyssal Banner, +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow. So I'll play some games and then basically move on to the second team when I show, when it gets to that point basically. So let's fire this thing up. So anything on purple, we start with 50% mana and we just cast that and win. Like I say, literally any weapon that does damage to all is good in first place, just adjust the banner accordingly. So grab purple on cast. This is all just going to be happening for the first few fights. Be super straightforward. I will show soon when you change to the Siege Breaker team, which will be a different team. Alright, we've got no purple this time, so basically you can just grab something else instead. That's very unhelpful set of colours there. It's going to happen sometimes. But when you're enchanted, it doesn't really matter. It's just 1 or 2 extra turns, because you don't really need to think about it too long. Like, just grab any colour you like, really, because you're going to gain another 2 mana next turn and be ready to cast anyway. No purple there again. See if we get a drop there. We did. See, they're already surviving the first round now, so when the gob truffles are charged, you'll have to cast one of them as well. See, now we've got towers. We can start changing the team around very soon. In a way, it's almost not any need for this initial team. In a way, you could go straight to the team I'm about to show you if you liked. Grab that anyway, just because out of habit. I haven't actually counted how many turns on average this is going to take to do it this way versus the way I'm going to show, because now we're getting more towers, especially when the towers start going up in their level. See, we'll get green now for the gob truffles instead, because the juicy enchant, the hero weapon will charge itself. And certainly when, obviously everyone's level is going to be slightly different as well. The damage output you're going to do is going to be, you know, varied to mine. That's going to be charged up next round anyway, so that's a waste to get that. May as well put some extra on the second gob truffle and cast this one first, because you get the extra turn. And always cast them again anyway, because you get again the extra turn, and then finish off with that. Alright, I'll do one more round of this and I'll switch to the Toad Squeezer team. Still worth grabbing these 4 matches like this as we go along. Let's charge up gob truffle. That's just a habit, I can't resist. Right, now we're going to switch to the Toad Squeezer team and see if that's quicker. It should be about now that we're going to change to this. So what I'm going to do here is just go to Toad Squeezer. Now, if you've got enough Toad Squeezers, I'd literally throw 3 of these things in. If you've only got one, I'd probably keep it as a Toad Squeezer, King Gob Truffle, and a Fundingus, but maybe switch these 2 around. But I'm going to go with the theory that most people are going to have a bunch of these, because you can get them very easily from the event shop. And then you're going to want any weapon now which explodes. So I am going to grab... No, I'm not. Hang on, let's work this out. Let's work this out. That's no good. I want an explodey weapon. So anything that explodes, bunch of gems. Let's change that to rarity again. Oops. If I was in the right section, it would help. Right, still want a 50% start. Like, okay, let's go something really straightforward, like Mountain Crusher. That'll work. I want to keep this nice low level, so as many people that watch this video have got a chance to use the team that I'm using. Not been up long, so I'm not quite with it still right now. So when you do that, you don't want to be in Archmagus anymore. You want to be in something like Titan, which gives you a 50% start. All giant allies start with 50% mana. And the talent trees are probably the standard set. Inflict stun, gain 2 attack when I take damage. Brown allies gain 3 armor, not the best one, but got to pick something. So I'll grab that. Rock solid. Lightning stroke is good. As is fortitude. On the banners side of things, you want something that's plus brown, plus blue. And there it is, Kraken banner. That is right next to it. That is pretty much ideal. So from now, the idea will be very similar. We're still going to start enchanting on everybody, but we'll try and charge Mountain Crusher, cast that, and then we'll start one-shotting those towers. Yeah, it's going to charge people up. Get rid of the tower straight away. Get the extra turn at the same time. Oh, we're still in the mode of collecting purple, but it's not purple anymore. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have cast the toe squeezers because they get an extra turn as well. And that is that. Probably might have been marginally faster to use the previous team on that stage. But as the towers start coming into it now, this is where it was definitely going to be quicker to start using this toad squeezer team. Let's get the old hammer charged. You can do that straight away if you like. Just get rid of one. And recast that, and that's going to be all of them charged. Now we can just go taking out that one. Take out the first troop, get the extra turn. Kill the last one. And that is going to be it. That's all you're going to be doing from now onwards. Like I say, that weapons in the shop, I may grab that in a minute actually, just to test it out. Cast Mountain Crusher, charge the team. The cool thing about Mountain Crusher is as well, like we keep on getting the barrier look on the hero at the top there, which protects us, which is really cool. Every time we collect brown, no need to really cast this because the bottom two troops are going to be charged anyway because of their enchant, which will win the game. Get the extra turn, so even if we don't kill them initially on the standard troops, because you're going to do standard damage on the normal troops, it's only that extra damage which is applied to towers. Alright, now let's have a go with that new weapon. You get an explosion potion here as well, which explodes some gems on the board at the start. So let's grab this new weapon and take it for a spin. This is another alternative way to go about this. Oh, weapon. Right, always look at the upgrades on these things because sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're absolutely outstanding. So you get attack bonus, armor bonus, magic, which puts up the damage obviously slightly. Eliminate 2 points of a random skill from the first enemy. Deal 5 damage to the first enemy straight away. Steal 2 mana, that's quite handy. And bleed the first enemy. I think that's actually quite a handy bunch of benefits all around, so I'll grab those. But if you don't have the ingots to do that, then don't worry about it too much. It's more like it's not essential, put it that way. Right, so we'll chuck him in. That's going to block blue on this, on the charge, but it doesn't matter too much because we're enchanted anyway, and we steal that mana, which is going to get us charged up nice and fast, and explode a load of gems, which is going to charge up the team. So banners wise, we now got blue, yellow, and red. So we're looking for double yellow or double blue at the initial point. Nope. That'll do, because that's the most important one to get charged up, because as soon as that gets charged, that's going to cast and charge up the rest of the team. And I'm still in Titan, and I'm an idiot. Didn't notice that. But it's probably not the best one for this, but we're still going to start half mana. And that worked out pretty well, in fact. So we're going to explode all those green. Get some charge going. Forget about collecting brown now, you don't need it. That's why it's not great to be in Titan class anymore, because you're only going to be collecting that when you want to get the barrier maybe. But you don't want to be collecting something like that just for that benefit, because that is wasting your turns. Is everybody charged now, so just do that, get an extra turn, take out that barrier, not barrier, tower, and good to go. Right, let's get this class changed quickly. Still I'm not awake, I really am not awake right now. So, we want to not be in Titan. Still want a 50% mana start. Don't use green anymore, but Archer's nice for this because you can just eliminate people on a single hit. %15% chance for skull damage to be lethal, but that won't apply to the towers, I don't think. I don't think they will get for that, because I think they don't have the lethal damage. I think they're impervious to that. So I might actually leave it on Titan. There probably is a better class for it, to be honest. Quite often on these things, the class isn't that important. It's just for speed when you want to do the get to 100 for the, what do you call it, the class champion talent things. Start battles with 50% mana, sneak attack, 7 damage to the last. This is not a bad one to have on this. This is pretty decent. Yeah, I'm going to go with that, just to be different. Although theoretically Titan probably is still the better choice, because you'll collect brown automatically from random drops anyway. And that's really handy to have that barrier. There we go, we've got one of these charged up already, so we can eliminate one of those straight away. Explode those gems again. I think we're a little bit unlucky there not to get charged up, really. That was fairly unlucky. I'm still getting brown out of habit of not in Titan class anymore. Oh, I'll just do another battle because it's fairly clear how this side works. May as well finish off this stage 5 or do 2 more. Well, I say if you don't have 3 Toad Squeezers, chuck in an extra Gob Truffle at the bottom, or Fundingus even, there's extra charging benefit. Well, that didn't get very much. Always handy to take out those towers nice and quickly. Might as well ignore things like that on this, because you actually need those green for the explosion. There's literally no point in getting them. They're much better there to aid the casting and mana generation when you cast that weapon. Not much there for us, but the way the colours we needed, but we got through it. Wasn't too bad. Alright, and I'll just do this final stage. Yeah. I actually took out the wrong one then. You actually want to take out the one that's got the most mana charged. They were both ready to be hit, and I took out the one at the bottom, which was a mistake. Should have actually taken out the one that was on 13 out of 16 of their mana requirement. It's just a habit of taking out the last enemy sometimes. And there it is. And there's the video. If you found the video useful or helpful, it'd be cool if you liked and hit that subscribe button, because it really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. See you again next time. Bye for now. Don't forget to go and collect your rewards afterwards either. All nice things to have. Alright, well, we've got Orb of Chaos. Let's get another Orb of Wisdom, shall we? Come on, give it to me. Oi! Orb of Growth, fantastic. Bye for now.